Dear students, in this video we are going to discuss about the feed drives of the CNC machine. The function of feed drives is to provide motion to the slide according to motion command. The feed drive consists of servo motor and mechanical transmission system. Feed is nothing but the relative movement of the cutting tool with respect to workpiece. The feed is given in terms of either mm per minute or mm per revolution. The feed drive consists of servo motor and mechanical transmission system. Now, first of all, we should understand what is a servo motor and why servo motors are used in the feed drives. The servo motors are specially designed motors which are used in control applications and robots. They are used for their precise position and speed control at high torque. One of the important feature of servo motors is the servo motor are used for precise control of the position and speed at high torques. So that is the one of the important feature of servo motor, that we can control the position and we can control the speed of these motors. The servo motor consists of a suitable motor, position sensors, and a sophisticated controller. The servo motors are of two types: DC servo motor and AC servo motor. Okay. Servo motors are available in power ratings from fractions of watts up to few hundred watts. They are having high torque capabilities. Now, we should understand what is servo mechanism. The servo mechanism is basically a closed loop system consisting of a control device, controller, output sensor, and feedback system. Therefore, this servo motor works on the servo mechanism, therefore it is known as servo motor. So in the servo motor we are having a closed loop control system, that is a feedback system. We are making use of sensors which are giving us the actual position and actual speed of this slide, and that can be compared with the required position and required speed of the slide. So the servo motors are having feedback systems. Closed loop feedback systems are there in the servo motor. That is the difference between other motors and servo motor, that we can control its speed and position by using sensors and closed loop feedback system. Okay. Now, a mechanical transmission system. The mechanical transmission systems are nothing but which are used to convert rotary motion into linear motions. There are two types of mechanical transmission systems: recirculating ball screw nut and rack and pinion system. This can be used for converting the rotary motions to linear motion. As you know that the servo motor will produce rotary motion, and that rotary motion we can convert it into linear motion by using these elements. Similarly, torque transmitting element, which are used to transmit the torque. As we know that the torque can be transmitted, power can be transmitted by using gearbox, timing belt, and coupling. So this is called as mechanical transmission system. Now, what is the requirement of mechanical transmission system? To minimize the transmission errors, there should be a very less power loss or transmission loss. So what is the requirement for that? The requirement is high stiffness, high natural frequency, lower friction, sufficient damping, and backlash free operation. So these are the 5 requirements for minimizing the transmission errors. Okay. Now elements to convert rotary motion into linear motion. There are two types. One is screw and nut, and another one is rack and a pinion. So in the screw and nut system is effective for medium traverse length, because for longer traverse length the screw sag under its own weight. Because of it, what happens, the screw can sag, therefore the screw and nut can be used for shorter traverse length. There are two types of screw and nut systems which are used for CNC machine, which provide lower wear accuracy over a long life, reduced friction, high efficiency, and better reliability. Number one, recirculating ball screw. Number two, roller screw. The recirculating ball screw are widely used in the CNC machine tools. In the ball screw, the sliding friction is eliminated by rolling friction, and which be preloaded. The screw has an efficiency of 90%. So this is about the recirculating ball screw and roller screw. Now what is the advantages? The advantages of recirculating ball screw are low frictional resistance, low drive power requirement, lesser wear and hence longer life, little temperature rise, no stick slip effect, high traverse speed, and seventh one is high efficiency. So these are the advantages of recirculating ball screw. As there is a rolling friction or rolling contact, therefore there will be less friction, less heat generation, no stick slip effect, high traverse speeds, okay, low frictional resistance, and low drive power requirement. So these are all the advantages of the recirculating ball screws. Okay. So as we know that if there is a sliding friction, there will be more friction, more heat generation, more wear and tear, more power required, less accuracy. But when we convert this sliding friction into rotary friction, definitely sliding contact into rotary contact, then definitely there will be less friction, less wear and tear, low power requirement, little temperature rise, no stick slip effect. The stick slip effect only exists where there is a sliding friction, but when there is a rolling friction, the stick slip effect will not exist. Okay. High traverse speed and high efficiency. So this is about the elements to convert rotary motion into linear motion, in that screw and nut, and it is categorized into recirculating ball screws. Okay. Now we will discuss about the requirement of feed drives. Okay. Already we have discussed what is the function of feed drive. The function of feed drive is to give motion to the slides according to the motion commands. Okay. So the feed drive consists of servo motor and elements to mechanical transmission elements. Okay. So what is the requirement of these things? Number one, the constant torque should be provided. There should not be any loss of power. Number two, the drive speed should be infinitely variable within a speed range of at least 1:20,000 RPM. There should be it should provide flexibility in terms of speed variation. It must run smoothly and without a noticeable waviness. There should not be any waviness, and it should run smoothly. Positioning of smallest position increments like 1 to 2 micron should be possible. Okay. There should be a very accurate positioning is required in terms of microns. Okay. Maximum speed up to 3000 RPM. 4 quadrant operation quick response characteristics. Integral mounting feedback devices. Low armature or rotor inertia. Permanent magnet construction. High torque to weight ratio. High peak torque for quick response. So these are all the requirement of feed drives.